In a remote region, far from major cities and modern infrastructure, there is a forest that has gained attention for something highly unusual. At first glance, it appears ordinary. Dense trees, uneven terrain, thick natural cover. It's nothing that should cause concern. But once you enter, everything changes. Because inside this forest, GPS systems stop working completely. Not weak signal, not partial disruption, total failure. Instant, consistent, and repeatable. At first, researchers assumed it was a technical malfunction. Dense vegetation can sometimes interfere with satellite signals. Mountains and terrain can distort readings. Equipment can fail in remote environments. But this case did not match any known pattern. Multiple independent teams entered the area with advanced navigation systems, different devices, different technologies, different conditions, and yet the result was always the same. The moment they crossed a certain invisible boundary, every device shut down its positioning capability. Phones lost all location data instantly. GPS units froze. Navigation maps stopped updating entirely. Even radio-based tracking systems began to behave unpredictably. It was as if something inside the forest actively rejected external positioning signals. Perimeter. Not marked, not visible, but absolute. Cross it, and technology fails. What makes this even more unusual is consistency. Every device fails in the same way, at the same region, the same threshold, as if the forest itself defines the limit. Investigators attempted to map the area manually, without digital assistance, using physical markers, compasses, and traditional navigation methods. But even then, problems began to appear. Landmarks seemed to repeat. Paths that were marked clearly before looked different when revisited. Trees that were used as reference points no longer appeared identical, and in some cases, entire directions felt uncertain, even when walking in a straight line. People reported a growing sense of disorientation. Not panic, not confusion, but something deeper. A loss of internal direction, as if their sense of orientation was being subtly affected. Some team members described the feeling as spatial instability, a disconnect between movement and understanding of location. The forest did not feel like it was changing physically, but perception of it was changing. And then came the reports that were harder to dismiss. Movement between the trees, not clearly visible, not identifiable, but enough to be noticed. A shift, a shadow, something that appeared between gaps in the forest, and then vanished when observed directly. No confirmation was ever recorded, but multiple accounts described similar experiences because of these repeated anomalies. Further research was limited. Scientific analysis has not produced a definitive explanation. Some researchers suggest natural magnetic anomalies in the region, unusual mineral deposits underground that could disrupt navigation systems. Others propose atmospheric or geological interference affecting satellite reception, but none of these theories fully explain the complete system-wide GPS failure, especially the consistent boundary effect and the perceptual disorientation reported inside the forest. There is no confirmed mechanism that accounts for all observed behavior. As a result, the forest remains largely unstudied. It's technically accessible but rarely entered, because those who know the pattern understand something simple. Technology fails there, and even perception becomes unreliable. So navigation depends on nothing but instinct and memory, and even those are not always dependable. So what really is happening in the forest where GPS stops working completely? Is it a natural geological anomaly? A rare electromagnetic field interaction? A mapping error in modern systems? Or something that has not yet been identified by science at all? Tell me your theory in the comments. Subscribe to Dark Creatures 5-1, watch more long videos, and check the community quiz. Because some places don't just block signals, they remove your ability to trust direction itself.